Oh my gosh, I like it, Fem Fem. I want your hair.
No, not my hair, my earrings.
Your earrings? I can't see it. Show me again. Oh, it's green.
Yes, that's blue.
Is it blue?
I told you.
Will you give one to Jaje?
I give you one.
Thank you. Should I come to your house?
Yes?
Okay, I'm coming to your house.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's topic is very interesting and I thought we should talk about it while I clean up my house and also cook for the week. So this topic is actually about how the fear of not finding a husband is limiting a lot of women from leveling up financially. And this video was actually inspired by a post that I saw on Instagram. And I thought it was very important for us to actually talk about this. So this person says, I am a single, successful and ambitious woman. I earn significant income. I've been saving and investing and I own a diversified portfolio of cash, stocks, bonds, FX, property. I'm also investing in my growing business. The problem is that I've been advised to be careful and that if I continue like this, no one will want to marry me. What should I do? I remember back in, I think 2013 when I was going to buy my first car. And I remember a colleague at work telling me something similar to this. And he was advising me to get a really small car, something like a Golf, so that I don't intimidate men. And he was telling me emphatically that men are intimidated by women who are successful, women who live alone, women who have their own properties. And, we keep seeing these things over and over again in the society where women literally pause their lives because of the goal of finding a husband. And even with women who are even married, we still hear stories of women who are not able to do certain things or live the kind of life that they would love simply because maybe they earn more than their husbands, or that, their husbands just feel, belittled when they're the ones providing things. And I just feel like there's just something fundamentally wrong with this mentality where, I either have to pause my life or, not do the things that I want to do because I'm trying to be married or I'm trying to get married. Like, let's even start from the one who's looking for a husband. My question is, what if you think that you're going to get married in 1 year and then you don't actually find someone or get married for another 5 years? It just means that you've lost an opportunity to invest for, 5 years when you can actually do it now. The second thing is, should you even really be with someone who cannot really stand you being successful, being your own person, being able to, contribute? Like, should that even be a consideration? Because if anyone is limiting me, I don't see a sense in me wanting to be with that person just for the purpose of, being a missus. The arguments that I've seen online actually just makes me laugh. So the argument is that when women earn more, they are not humble. And I'm just like, what does that even mean? Oh, when women earn more, they don't submit to their husbands. And I'm like, okay, what does submission actually mean? Is submission slavery? Is submission supposed to limit you? Like, what exactly is the definition of submission that they're looking for? That you don't have an opinion, that if somebody is leading you in a direction that you don't want to go, that you can say, hey, no, I don't want to go in that direction. And then when you speak up, then you're seen as not humble. And then you're seen as, you're disrespecting a man. And that is the reason why you shouldn't, be financially stable or invest as a woman. And it just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Like, it's 2023 and I'm just at a loss that a lot of people still have this kind of mentality. And even sometimes you find out that women that were doing very well prior to getting married, they now probably have to sell off their existing properties, or if they had a property before they got married, their partner or their husband is not, able to move into the house because it's like, no, I can't be moving into my wife's property. And you now start to hear stories of, women dodging to do things behind their husbands, they're finding out, and the whole thing is just a mess. I just think fundamentally people underestimate the fact that the choice of who you marry can make or break the trajectory of your life. And it's one of the most important decisions that anyone would have to make. And when I think about it and I start to think about the person that I would like to be with, and if the person is intimidated by my achievements, whether past, present, or potential, that is a problem for me. If the person is not able to support me on my journey or be proud of the things that I've achieved without feeling like, hey, he hasn't done as much, and draw inspiration from me, then I don't really want to be with that person. Women make a lot of sacrifices already in life in general, and in marriages, we do make a lot of sacrifices as well. Well, I'm not saying men don't make sacrifices, right? That is not the point of this video. What I'm saying is that one of the things that you shouldn't sacrifice as a woman is yourself and your financial freedom or your financial independence. Even if you're married to like the wealthiest person in the world, you still can invest. You can still do anything that you want to do with your money without feeling like you're going to intimidate somebody. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Also think about it, especially like in Africa, we've heard a lot of horror stories of when the men die, the women are not able to fend for themselves or take care of the children. So imagine like not having your own thing or not being able to do your own thing, and then you lose your partner and then you can't survive without the person. Let's not even go through the morbid route. Let's even talk about, divorce. Divorces happen all the time. In Africa, for example, a lot of the times the women don't get nothing. In fact, they're being sent out of the house with their children. When you don't have your own money, when you don't have your own investments, what is your fallback position when all you've done is you've catered to, this man and everything that he wants, and you've humbled yourself and, you've sacrificed your own financial independence for the sake of being a missus, and then now the marriage hasn't worked out, and then you don't have your own money or any investments to fall back on. I don't know if the reason why I don't share this mentality is because I wasn't raised with any form of limitation of what a woman can or cannot do. I have all sisters and we're all doing fantastically well. And even from the choice of the course that I studied in the university and even the job that I do now, I work in a male-dominated industry, and I have never felt the need to limit myself just because I'm a woman. If you've been following my channel, you know that I'm actually in the process of buying my very first investment property. I'm doing it regardless. And even though people may say, hey, if I continue to do it this way, I may not find a husband. The truth is, I don't want to have a husband who's not going to support my achievements. I'm not going to have a husband. I don't want to have a husband who's going to be intimidated by the things that I can do. I don't want that kind of human being around me, and that's okay with me. Marriage is a partnership, and there is so much beauty in being able to build together while also growing individually. And that is what I want. I don't want someone who's going to, make me dim my light just so that they can feel better about themselves. That is not who I want. And for young girls, for women out there who are feeling some type of way because of what they're hearing in the society about, hey, not wanting to intimidate men, I can tell you that you're the only one that is going to have regrets of the things that you didn't do when you could have done them. If you want to invest. If you want to take on a job, a role, a senior position, by all means, do that. Don't limit yourself because of anybody. Even because of your children, don't limit yourself, because see, your children will grow up and they will leave your house, and then you will be left with the remains of what you did and you didn't do with your life. And that is my own mentality. And if you're single, one of the best things that you have right now is time and the freedom to make decisions. So why wouldn't you take advantage of this simply because the society is telling you are going to be intimidating somebody that you probably haven't met, or somebody that hasn't proposed to you, or someone that you haven't even signed a marriage certificate with? There is no sense in that. So, this is my own opinion. This is how I live my life. I'm living my life in the now. This is like my reality, is that I don't have to consider anybody before I do anything. And I want to take full advantage of that. And I think that women should, whether or not you're married, whether or not you're single, whether or not you have kids, try to do you with your investments, with your decisions about your career. Try to do you so that you don't have regrets at the end of the day. I want to travel. I want to see the world, and these things cost money. So however I choose to make the money, either by investing or by looking for creative ways of making money, I'm going to do that. So, follow in my steps if this is what you want to do. Don't limit yourself, is what I'm saying. At the end of the day, make the decision because you want to make that decision, not because somebody is telling you to stunt your own growth. Anyways, I have come to the end of another video. I really hope you have learned one or two things. I really like to hear your opinion on this particular topic, especially from women. So please feel free to share your opinion in the comment section. And if you have enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And I will see you in the next video. Bye. Ego. It's past midnight. I need to go to bed.